Juan-O's world.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes alone. Hella pics, hella tips on my cash app. It's like, hold up a...
What up, though, y'all? How y'all living? Man, I was on the internet and I saw something very interesting. As you know, Steven Jackson and Nore been having a little beef ever since Kanye West came on and said something about George Floyd. Now this, I'm going to kick it to you real short and sweet. To me, Steven Jackson Stack 5 seems a little disingenuous. For one, you're not even really tight with the family like that. You admitted yourself you don't know everybody, but every time something comes up, you jumps into the front of it. You're kind of selective with the jump in front of it as well. And to me, well, we are content creators, so, you know, you chase your train. To me, this is not a train to be traced, a train to be chased. But hey, let's see what Nore got to say.
Because it's like, yo, but I said I'm sorry. So as a man,
Nore teeth, hey, they the star of the show. I think him and Nore and Tia Kemp must have got their teeth did by the same people.
When you say you sorry, like I felt like I should have been forgiven. Like, and there's one person in this world that I don't think he forgives me. You know what I'm saying? And I got, you know what? I came to the realization I'm gonna respect it. Like, I'm gonna just stay in my zone.
You can apologize. Yeah. You know, he doesn't have to accept it, but for you,
he did accept it. That's the part that's kind of messed up.
Now that kind of get a little funny when you put yourself out there to apologize and somebody accept it, but then they go back to talking shit about you. That's a little deep, but it happens.
And we talk, you know what we talking about. You know who we talking about. So
y'all need to squash that.
You know what? I'm embarrassed by this. Like, I mean, I'm too grown. Like, when I seen the back and forth that I did on my behalf, I'm embarrassing. You know,
you just did it again.
You just said something.
He did.
I'm talking about that because you know I let the internet gas me. I did. The internet came to me and was like, why he had that same smoke for that white man that he had for you? And it's the truth. So it was just like I was like, all right, cool. And I did let the internet gas me, but I super regret. I'm embarrassed. I know better, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the problem with the whole George Floyd thing is that shouldn't have happened. The problem with the whole George Floyd thing is we're tired of that stuff happening. But then also the problem with it is George Floyd did not have that good of a reputation. He had despicable charges on his criminal record. And this is where we lose respect with other races. Not that we shouldn't defend each other, but everybody is not ready to be held up on the pedestal of our defense. If that makes sense to you. George Floyd was a horrible moment. It brought everybody together. But it's not clear if he was the best person to be the martyr for the movement that started with him. And that's why there was a whole bunch of stuff involved with the movement that was started after what happened to him. That's why all the same type of crimes he was charged with was a part of that movement. You know, and then when you think about it, look at all of that money that was raised from places that would never give a black person money or a black issue money. It all went to him and that family. And the daughter never did nothing wrong, but it was a lot of more black men who was killed in worse ways, who had way better reputation, who could have really used all the support that we gave him. So this is always going to be a bitter spot no matter who you talking to. Not that he deserved for that to happen, not that it should have happened, but man, boy, does your reputation matter. Not only does your reputation matter, what you was doing before we supposed to stand up for you also matters. And it makes you wonder, like, how do others pick the different causes that they get behind? And it seems like the only ones of us that get any support from outside are people who may have had questionable reputations, because they damn sure ain't supporting squeaky clean Carmelo. They ain't supporting him.
Like, so if it's still smoke, that's up to you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I did say I'm sorry, and I am sorry. I'm not taking this back. So I thought that, like, he must have had this phone call on tape.
Maybe he didn't have a phone call on tape, you know. However, to me, like I said, it seemed disingenuous. It's good that Nore calling it quits because it really ain't worth an argument. And I understand on that one. We out.
My baby mama tripped, she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes alone.